Hello everyone, I am Randy Suarez, aka Silva Crow, today back here with another amazing reaction. This time we're back with the boys, Abba and Preach, and they dropped a video like 4 days ago. Cheats with his best friend for 3 years. He took her back. That's pretty low if you understand this concept in general. It's bad enough that she cheated. She cheated with his best friend for 3 years. Man, that's yeah. You both y'all gonna be out the door. I'll be on the couch. I may be drinking a bit, but while singing "Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone," but I get over it. But that being said, if you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Abba and Preach. I will leave the original link to this video down below so you can watch it uninterrupted. Link to my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Follow me on those social platforms. Link to my Cashapp. Feel gracious enough to donate. Whatever you want to donate, that's fine. Don't, that's fine as well. Same thing to Super Things. But by donating, like, comment, subscribe, sharing, all that good stuff, however you show your support, it lets me know you rock with the reaction content, rock with the channel, and rock with your boy. But further ado, buckle up and let's get started. Alright, we here with some more Abba and Preach. Cheats with his best friend for 3 years. He took her back. I cannot wait to get into this, so let's go.
Been cheating on him for 3 years.
Uh-huh.
With his best friend. We had 2 kids, 3 and 6 years old.
So that means as soon as she was done popping the baby, she was already smashing the other dude. Because
Damn.
one's 3 years old. They've been cheating for 3 years.
She was fed up. She was done.
She was done.
So she was giving up her titties to 2 new niggas that wasn't him.
Damn.
One's a baby, and one's his homie. At least she kept the titties in the family.
It's a Christian thing to do.
That's the weird thing about that. And here's the thing. And it probably, when she's claiming she's a Christian, it gives Christians, I guess, in general, a bad rap. I mean, a lot of things. This is the whole thing with the religion. It gives a lot of people who are into religion a bad rap. Because there's a lot of negativity into religion. So if you, at the end of the day, believe what you wanted to believe, and that's fine. Just don't be a dick. Okay? That's the best way I can put it.
That's between you and them.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright.
Read your Bible.
Read your Bible.
And he could have walked away. Should have walked away. Could have. And when all this came out, and I hid it for 3 years in the church.
That's not what I heard. I hid it for 3 years in the church. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
When all this came out, I hid it for 3 years.
In the church.
In the church.
Read my Bible
Bro,
now, shit.
yeah, I hear this exact same thing. Like, bro, you were getting back shots at a church? Oh. Oh, man. Wow. Okay. Here's the thing. I can't judge too hard because I did a kind of exact same thing when I was a teenager. But you're a grown adult. I didn't know any better back then. I know now. But she's an adult with kids and she's getting back shots at all right. Wow. Okay. And this is dropping on a Sunday, by the way. So I apologize if any religious people are watching my my content, but I'm like, okay, that's too much.
Please make way. God damn. That is not what I heard, bro. I need to go check the subtitles real quick. Is that what I...
Subtitles definitely didn't say what we thought we heard.
No, but that's what I
yeah.
heard. I think I went like that.
Hey, this was the craziest forgiveness story. So I was cheating on my girl for 4 years. I was hitting that shit in church, while the newborn, and it was good, but it was wrong. But it was good.
And everybody, while everybody was clapping their hands, I was clapping cheeks. This is my mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Couple flies, bitch. This is light of mine.
Hey.
I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, everywhere I come. I'm gonna...
No, bro. You know what I kept thinking? I kept thinking of myself in the afterlife riding the train to hell and just hearing you're the conductor.
Light of fire. You riding the train of hell. I'm riding the train of her. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh god.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
went stupid right off the bat.
It was good.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
When all of this came out,
I'm crying. Oh my god. I'm crying.
Okay, get back in.
Should have kept.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Oh man.
But I could have finished that
You're
video.
You're not.
You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking about all them biblical songs. Mary had a little lass.
What was that? A little-
A little lass is crazy. A little lass.
Okay, we're gonna stop here.
Okay.
and when all this came out, and I hid it for 3 years.
All of this came out.
All right, we have to stop. We have to do this.
No, fuck it. Oh, when the saints go marching in your pussy. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done.
All right,
I'm done.
let's
I'm
go.
done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And when all this came out, and I hid it for 3 years in the church. When all of this came out, he looked at me and listened. A good therapist knows your feelings are valid and you can feel all of those things. He was mad. He was hurt. He was confused. He was disoriented. All those things were still true. None of that was underscored or not a part of his experience. But what was also a part of his experience, because he had been submitting and surrendering to the Lord so faithfully for so long, was he literally looked at me, and all I expected him to do was exactly what every man had done in my life, my dad, all these other men, was to leave. And instead, he looked at me and he said, Casey, I don't know how to not love you. That is when Jesus became my Lord. That is when I got grace for the first time in my life. I realized that that is what Jesus had been saying to me all along. You don't understand, girl. You know, you can run from me. You can hide from me. You can be mad at me. You can do all these things. And the reality is, I don't know how to not love you.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. I mean,
That helps you cope with it. If y'all both good with it. I personally, I thought the way she was talking was weird.
who?
Yeah.
The lady in the
The video. We got so far from the
I
video.
thought now, there's something that was not believable and not just, there was something weird and off to me about it.
Yeah.
The way she was expressing that or trying to fake cry, and I was like, okay, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's maybe my interpretation of the thing. I don't know this lady, so maybe that's how they cry. You know what I mean? That's how she does her thing. But I was like,
There was one thing she said that threw me off. And she's like, I thought he was going to do what all men do, which is leave. But it's like, no, it wouldn't have been that he left. It would have been that you pushed him away.
Vraiment.
You know?
Vraiment.
Like, you don't get to punch somebody in the face and then be like every other man and you're going to leave. It's like, no, you...
Yeah, and here's the thing, and agree or disagree when people actually do that, because there's not just a woman that does that, there's also guys that does that as well. With the say, oh, if you leave me, I will off myself or something like that. You're not keeping them. You pushing them away, and you pushing them away by doing stuff like that. You legit are pushing them. You're making the situation much not harder but worse. And it's one of those things when, look, cheating is bad in general. It's bad. But it's also there's people who have cheated and cheated on their significant others and they stayed. Now, of course, there are people who have cheated with on the significant others and split. but also it depends on the verity of basically why, the reasoning, yada yada yada. Yes, it is complicated, but certain stuff like this, I just would have to say, yeah, I still love you, but just because I love you does not mean I cannot let you go, because I have to, because I love you. But I digress.
That's crazy.
You know?
That's crazy talk.
That's such a bizarre way to look at this conversation.
It's not bizarre. It's crazy work.
Yeah, that one line, really, I didn't like that line. Outside of that, I don't think most of what she said was crazy, other than her hitting it in church, which is like, God does not approve of that.
That's not what she said.
That's what I heard, and that's what I want to believe, because this little light of mine. Now, maybe there's more to the podcast or the clip. Like I said, I might be missing some context. But,
maybe, but no, there's something off about it. And maybe it's me reading too much into it.
Yeah, I'll be curious. I'll be curious to see if that man was really, truly able to forgive her. It's interesting, too, because the reasons why people forgive can go from very good to horrible, right?
Yes.
Like, some people forgive because they truly have the heart to, and they can look past their own feelings to see a greater goal. They can heal from that. Okay, great. And then there's other people who's like codependency. Like, they're terrified they might not find somebody else. Yeah. They're terrified no one's ever going to love them, right? Like, there's all kinds of reasons why people might forgive, and they're not always noble. They're not always good. They're actually sometimes really bad. So without knowing him, I can't really say whether he's supposed to or shouldn't. That's for him to decide. But just listening to her, at the end of the day, listen, this is a couple that's making it work despite something really bad happening, so I'm never going to...
Then again, remember, we did have a couple talk about her cheating and called it an entanglement. Yeah. So, can't really, kind of hard to judge that, and once you think about it, like, huh.
Great that.
What do black people say? I know. Hey,
this is...
if you like it, I love it.
He a better than man than me.
Same.
Cheating on me for 3 years, right when we just had a new kid, and you did it with my best friend. You can miss me. You can miss me. But whatever else someone else wants to tolerate, accept, forgive, that's their business, and that's their relationship, they marriage. You see, with you cheat on me, period. But my best friend too.
Oh yeah.
They did to me. You did to me.
For real.
That's crazy. Hey, like I said, there's some people out there who are able to forgive and have a bigger heart than I do. That's a fact.
Yeah. What about the kids?
What about the kids? They're not going to be good if they know that how much I fucking hate their mom every day and they see me in that environment.
You won't know.
And here's the thing, there are parents, even now, something happened in a relationship. One hate the other or both hate each other. But they want to make it work for the kids. And that's understandable until you realize you're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting your kids or kid, because they see this, they watch that, they literally are more they're more observant than now than when we were a kid, when we was a kid. It's one of those things, like, when it comes to that point, y'all are really, especially if y'all totally hate each other, or you hate this person, it's better off if y'all split. Because at the end of the day, you have to, when y'all have kids, no matter how much y'all hate each other, or you hate the other, it has to be some type of respect for the child in general. So you can co-parent.
Kids are...
You're gonna hate her?
Hate her.
Oh wow, that's not...
Yeah, I made a lifelong commitment to somebody. I'm committed. I'm working hard to this thing. And she cheated on me for 3 years, nigga, with my best friend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna hate you. Absolutely. Yeah,
which is understandable.
And then even after we divorce, I'll still hate you. I'll just be like, I don't see you anymore, so I don't gotta deal with that.
I think...
Bring the kids over. Have a good day.
That's haram.
Sure. Love it. Give me a side of bacon and whatever else you can find.
Side of bacon.
Fuck that shit. I don't care. Y'all better than me. I'm not saying that this is like some supreme quality or whatever, but I'm also not gonna lie to myself and say I have it in me to forgive somebody. Like, no, I think some forms of betrayal I can move on from, but what I can't do is sit there and pretend like I can learn to trust that person again. I don't want to have a...
Someone said it best. Well, I'm not Now what I'm not for is bullshit arguments and lies. And to me personally, when it comes to cheating to that level of scale in general, it does feel like bullshit arguments and lies.
I can't.
And this has come from a guy that I really have not explained majority of basically this in general, but I have said a few times this is not my first go around being engaged. This is literally my second. But that's a story for another time. But at the same time, to give you, yes, it was. Did my ex cheat on me? Yes, she cheated on me for an entire year with someone that who preyed on her insecurities when her dad passed away. It's been over a decade now since that happened, and I'm engaged now to my beautiful, lovely fiance. I grew as a person, realizing when coming down to it, sometimes it do take two people to tango. Sometimes it take one person, sometimes it take both. I digress.
I don't want to have a wife who's betrayed me in the worst way that anyone ever could. No, I'll pass. Yeah. But again, that's me. That's just how I'm built. Yeah. For me, there's a certain threshold of fuckery I can accept, but if you go beyond that threshold, it's like I can't do it. Yeah. And I'll give people a lot of grace. Sorry, that's my grace zone doesn't include cheating on me with my best friend 3 years after we just had 2 kids. Mm-hmm. Sorry. And I just wouldn't be able to hide it. So I don't want my kids to see me disrespecting their mom or neglecting her needs every day. Yeah. And then they think this shit's kind of acceptable in a relationship dynamic. Yeah. They're going to pick up on that behavior. But I also can't lie to myself and be okay.
I ain't mad at you.
People say that shit all the time, and they tell even women like, oh yeah, stay there for the kids or whatever. It's like, no, if you really loathe this person and you can't get over it, I don't always think that shit's good. Especially if you don't think you'll be able to get...
Because here's the thing. I always say this, and I was telling people this too when they asked me about the whole engagement with my ex and stuff, is I even told them, even if I stayed, even if me and her worked it out, I will still resent her. And that's not me. That's not me. I'm not being myself if I'm resenting someone. Like, that's the old me.
Over it at some point, I don't know. I see what happens when 2 people hate each other, and that's all you witness every day. And honestly, I think that's much worse than having 2 single parents. That's what I think. What about you? Could you forgive somebody they cheat on you with your best friend for 3 years?
I don't know.
Woo!
I don't know.
All right, there you go. Another point for preach. Better man than me.
That's not what that means.
I mean, that means you got a bigger heart. You got more ability to forgive. Past a threshold.
Sure.
And here's the thing: when Preach said, "I don't know," I totally understand that, because at the end of the day, you don't know until you are in that situation, until you make that decision. Some people it's like instant decision. Some people it's like literally, I don't know until it finally just, all collectively come together.
Maybe. No.
I think that's a good quality.
Yeah, I think we've established that in the past.
What?
That you're very stiff on certain things. Pause.
I am stiff on certain things. That's a fact. I was thinking the same thing. You know what? You might ruin sex for me in the audience. Because next time I hit him with that, this little dick of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Say it, everybody. They said a lot of mine. If you're like in a restaurant, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go.
You know what I just see? All I see is streakers going, this little dick of mine. That's the crazy.
Let it show.
Let it show.
Let it hit.
We've abused this song too much. We're different people. Y'all gotta go to church on Sunday. We fucking that up for you too. Now, we've established that. Go for it.
Yeah, we've established that.
Yeah.
Y'all have more rigid principles in mind than I do.
Okay.
There's some things that's like, nah, B. If she dancing on another nigga, she's sucking 5 dicks. The same thing. That's you. You know what I mean? It's like,
hold up, wait. That's not crazy. I think what I said was,
no, that's not.
If she in the club dancing on a nigga, grind on nigga, that's to me the same thing as her sucking dick.
She's slanging 5 dicks at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just you don't have a spectrum. You go from 0 to gay very fast. It's just everything gay.
I think if you grinding on another nigga in the club, to me you cheating. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fine.
That's what I think.
That's fine.
So whether you sucking that dick or you grind on the nigga, to me it's like that's a wrap for me. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's crazy. Now, of course, if I started dating someone from Jamaica and they tell me like, listen, culturally I gotta adapt a little bit. I'm not a, but I think for the kind of people I generally date, I think they would agree that going up on a if
Good ass for them, y'all who are good ass for them.
yeah.
Me back, me blood clot back.
Yeah. But you in that dance hall, you in that dance hall life. That's why for you.
Yeah.
That's a bit
I'm in
more
that
known.
dance all life.
You are.
I am.
Yeah.
You about that soca, so that's different.
One of them, two of them, three of them, I will grind them.
Yeah. No, I couldn't tell you the last time I did that with a girl I didn't like, wasn't seeing, so that's why. I don't be going to Caribbean and shit, so yeah. But anyways, you were saying I got more.
It's nothing.
I think it's nothing to the population of people who do it in a nothing manner.
Sure.
It's different for other people. Sure.
Right?
But I agree with you. It doesn't always mean the same thing. But moving past that, you were saying I got more stricter.
Yeah, you're strict as fuck.
Okay.
You're set in cement. You're like, brr.
I don't think I'm scented cement.
Set.
I would say that there are just certain lines that I don't like the idea of being crossed. But that doesn't mean. Ça veut pas dire que j'ai une petite bordure. There's just certain things that if you cross that line, I can't go.
Yeah,
back
it's
from that.
Yeah. Everyone has that line.
Yeah, but not so vulgarly. But it's just like goodbye. We done. That's a fair statement.
Okay.
You act like I'm out here being like smacking the bitch over. Hey, fuck you, whore. Like I ain't doing all that.
No, you're not. That's
I'll think it though, for sure.
Yes,
I'll think it
yes,
right to the bank.
Yes.
This whore thought she was gonna get my money. Fuck you. In my head, though, I'll be like, okay,
Bye.
nice to meet you. That's it.
Carry on.
Well, yeah, this dumb. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I would never say it because I'm a gentleman. Like for most like like for example, like most dating roles and stuff like that, I tell people all the time, like I'm not the type of person who's like you have to be a stay-at-home wife or you have to work, or we have to have 7 kids and there's no other alternative. Like everything I feel like is very dependable on my partner and stuff like that. Yeah, if you talk crazy to my mom, like that's a line.
Yeah, that is definitely a line. Yeah, because if someone talk crazy about my mom, I mean, even I'm with that person, like you gotta go, bro. Unless she provokes you in that way and I see it, or you record it, then then that's when I believe you. But if I'm seeing you talking crazy, I'm like, hey, what the hell's going on? So, but I digress. Let me know your thoughts about this video in general, and when it comes to cheating in general, let me know your thoughts, your opinion about it. Besides it being wrong, where's your line? Yada. But anyway, I digress. If you like any of this content, please. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Abba and Preach. I will leave the original link to this video down below so you can watch it uninterrupted. Until next time, please take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, stay safe, stay warm. Peace out.
And little questions is everything they know about you. No,